Hello again, mate. Back from your travels.
Yeah, back. Well, I've been back about a week now.
Okay. Yeah, I've seen on
We
your
got back
Instagram, mate.
last Sunday.
Okay. You were away for how long? 2 weeks. 2 weeks. So show us
Going back out there for two more on the 18th
for what?
for just more stuff.
Yeah,
Because
what stuff? What stuff?
because obviously there's quite a bit of businesses and stuff that I kind of run out of there with those guys as well. So I just get a lot of content and sorting out some stuff with t-shirts, and there's a numbing cream that we're working on. Just a load of different stuff. So obviously I need to be out there for a bit.
That's pretty cool. So well, I want to delve into that in a minute, but show us what you've had done then. Yeah, they look fucking good. Are you happy with
Yeah,
it?
I didn't want to get them stupid looking, where just people just you look at someone's teeth and just look like fucking,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, like a gum shield. I didn't want to do that.
Yeah, yeah.
I
No,
went,
they're actually, I'm not just saying this because they're some of the best I've seen. They look really
yeah,
good. They just look really neat and they don't overpower your face.
yeah. I just said to them, because a lot of people when they go out there, they people go, oh, I don't want to go to Turkey because my teeth are going to look like stupid, like obviously like piano keys. And it's like, well, no, the people that have done that, they've chose to do that because they'll show you all the colors, they'll show you all the sizes. So I got mine as like the darkest white that you could get, like it's called like a natural white or whatever. So I didn't want them like square.
Yeah, I think when I see some people's like, you don't want to be horrible, but they get it and they show you, and you're like, mm, not great because you say it like a gum shield. It is so obvious. And do you know what another thing as well, which you don't have, is it tends to affect people's speech.
Yes.
Sometimes their speech they start having a lisp or whatever, but you have for
List,
that as well.
yeah.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
With the temporaries, you have a list with the temporaries because they're so thick. So
Yeah.
that's what it is with the temporaries. And you can even hear it in some of my earlier videos because obviously you have them for about 4 days.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So explain the process for people watching. For me too, but like so. Yeah, explain the process. You have them shaved down first, and
Obviously, you go out there, you have all your scans and all that stuff, X-rays, and then they obviously tell you if you need any root canals, if you need any other work done. They shave them down. Takes about Mine took about 4.5 hours, right? At that point, you've got to wait a little bit. They take impressions and that of your teeth, and you wait for a couple of hours. You get your temporaries put in. They're just super uncomfortable. They're not great. Not gonna lie, they're not great. But it is what it is. At least your teeth aren't sensitive. 2 days later, you go back out there, and you can see like them teeth. You can see the teeth that they've done. They put them on you. They see if you're happy with the shape, you're happy with the size, you're happy with the color, all of that stuff, and if they fit properly. Sometimes they've got to tweak them a little bit. And like Beck's one, they had to tweak hers a little bit. The angle was not right. And then as long as you're happy with it all, they send him back out to the lab for like a final like polish or tweak or whatever, and then you come in the next day and they put him on. That's it.
how? So two questions. So when they're filed down, what is that a really uncomfortable process, painful process,
What, the filing? Don't feel it.
completely numb?
You don't even know it's happening.
Oh, okay, okay.
Like, when you go to the dentist, there's sometimes that you're getting like you've got like a cavity or something that you're getting like a filling.
Yeah.
That is like you're like, oh, that's horrible. I expected that to be like that. I was like, mate, no, you feel absolutely nothing.
Wow. Okay.
Like
And
you can't
then
even tell your teeth are being worked on.
really, wow, fucking hell. So then after that's done, I should imagine things wear off. Let's say like however many hours later. Now what do you feel?
No, it just looks like it feel like your normal teeth.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, I did not expect that. Okay. And then when you clamp down, that must feel fucking bizarre, right?
No, it's just because
What
again,
with them little stubby teeth?
oh,
That's what I
not
mean.
with that.
Yeah. So when they've been filed down several hours later, because you get it the next day, right?
Oh, no. You get the temporaries pretty much straight away.
Okay. So
Takes
so
about
right, right, right.
maybe an hour and a half.
Okay, okay.
What
So
happened was we got them filed down. So we got out there for about 10. I think 11 we started filing them down. By about half two we were done. So that's what 11, 12. Well, yeah. So that's about 4.5 hours. By about 6 o'clock we had the temporaries come in.
okay. So now my question is, were you still in any pain at all when anything wore off or anything like that?
What once what the
So
anesthetic?
after having all that work done in your mouth, even with the temporaries on, is there any pain? Is there any
No,
like discomfort? Is it okay?
no, no. It's
This is
odd.
bizarre to me. I really would have assumed that it would be terrible.
Once you again, like when your teeth are exposed, like the
Oh,
sensitivity
yeah,
is
yeah.
awful. But when you've got once you've got the temporaries in, no. I
Mm,
mean, again, like eating with them is not nice. It's not comfortable. But again, it is what it is. You put up with it for a bit.
yeah. And how does it feel right now?
Fine. Like
Completely
now,
like back to normal.
completely, yeah, back to just like your normal teeth.
Wow, fucking hell, that's
Yeah,
good. Oi, stop it. That's fucking great, mate. Really good.
yeah,
They look so good. And Bex is the same as well. She happy with those?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. She
okay.
ended up getting 27, um, and I got 22. They obviously just tell you how many you need.
What does that mean? What actual teeth?
Hmm.
So at what point does it stop and your teeth return like are just yours?
I literally have two teeth on each side of my own teeth.
Okay, okay, okay. And have you had any fillings with that, like in the back ones?
Nah.
All okay.
Mm-hmm.
They look really good, mate. They look very,
Yeah.
very good. I
I'm
gotta
really
say.
happy. I'm really happy. Again, what I didn't want is for them to be like, because you see some people when they turn to the side and you could see like,
Yeah, yeah,
let's say they stopped here and you could see like they almost just look as straight like piano keys. Like that's what they call almost. And it
no.
just looks bad.
Yes. And as I say, like it ends up becoming their face becomes all about that. That's like the focal point of their face, just
Yeah,
how
yeah.
bright their teeth are and how
But it doesn't
straight
even
and
look good though. If it looked good, that would have been fine. But yeah, no,
well,
it doesn't.
I'm firmly of the belief that your teeth shouldn't be the focal point of your face. Like, ever.
No.
I don't think that really ever looks good when someone's quite teethy, you know? So
I
that's
think
really good.
natural, again, like a natural white. So it looks like almost what I wanted is to look like I've just really looked after my teeth as far as whitening, potentially wore a brace. So when you look at my teeth, you can't tell that they were done.
Yeah, they just look like really good teeth.
Yeah. And that's what you want, really.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. What about those people? Now, this might be a stupid question, but I'm not saying you're like some expert on it now, but you know those people that have got a really bad gum to tooth ratio, right? You know, like when they smile, their gum
Yeah.
goes burp, like, and they got like little teeth, right?
So
What
that was
could
Becky's
they be?
teeth.
Are they
Her
fine?
teeth, yeah, right. Yeah. So her teeth were so small before, and she
Who?
had so Bex.
Okay, yeah.
She had so much gum compared. She was like 50% gum, 50% tooth, and they can do gum shaping. So obviously they've taken her gums way up. They can do
Oh
the gum
shit,
shape.
is that a
Yeah,
thing? Wow.
yeah,
How the fuck are they doing that? Did they explain?
yeah. They got a tool. It's not fun. It's not fun.
Ah,
Um,
so I'm guessing
there's
they're
a
just
little
like
tool.
pushing it up.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah,
little
yeah.
tool they use and just split the gums, each gum,
That sounds terrible. Fuck. Shit. Did
especially at that point. It's done at the end, so you don't actually have much numbing.
yeah, sure. So did Beck say that that was terrible?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Because we come out and she was like, "Did you have that thing with the gums done?" I said, "No." She's like, "Oh, I said, "Did any of it hurt?" She goes, "Oh, just the last bit where they did the gums." I was like, "Gums? I didn't have that done." I was like, "What?"
That's like what they. I can imagine it. You know what they do when they're like doing people's nails. You know the cuticles where they like push them up.
Yeah,
It's the
probably
same principle,
worse.
isn't it? Like push. Yeah.
Probably even worse. I mean, so Gary said to me, he warned me about that because he goes, "That's the only bit you're not gonna like is that bit if you have it done." Like some people that might have teeth that are like maybe behind or like
Yeah. Yeah.
you know, so they have to obviously do the gum shaping. I didn't have to have that done. I had to have a little. So they called me in like after, and they were like, "Actually, we need to do a little bit." Um, but it was only on my top teeth, and it was only on the front, so it was not nice. But it definitely wasn't like what she'd had.
Yeah. Yeah. So what do other people have to pay for this?
So the way they've priced it is 3,900, so 4 grand, 4,000 euro, which is £3,500, and that's including your flights, hotel, transfers, meds, everything.
Okay. And how long are you there for? How long do you have to take off work, for example, you know?
At least 4 days.
Okay. And then to confirm again, you're able to eat fairly normally-ish, even on the day of.
On the day of, yeah. I mean,
Okay.
like with the temporaries, like I said, the temporaries were like, oh. And then as soon as you get your teeth back on, then you obviously you feel it, whether it feels how it should, whether it feels good. And then obviously you got to confirm that you're happy with them. But yeah, now it's like yeah, just normal.
And what about things like physical activity, like returning to doing anything like that?
So I actually went and trained this morning, and obviously you can train, but I think you do need to be careful with like grinding or anything like that, which is stuff like you don't really pay attention to. But again, like that stuff that they use to make the teeth is like the stuff they make fucking bathroom sinks from. So you ain't gonna chip that. So it's like, or I mean, you can chip them, but it's difficult.
It's hard, yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's difficult to chip that compared to a normal tooth. Whereas some people get ceramic bonding. I don't know if you've seen that with obviously with ceramic bonding that just chips so easily.
Right, okay. That's either yeah, that'll break easier, maybe.
Well, that's basically like a filling. They
Right.
just sit there and just put a layer of filling on top of your teeth.
Okay. Okay. Um, I was thinking more like, does it matter about because there's been I know you saying you didn't feel too much pain or whatever, but there has been a trauma in your head, right? In your fucking skull. There's been a trauma in here, so does that affect training? Like can you is blood flow okay? Like straining, is all okay?
Fine, yeah, fine. I mean, again, like I said, maybe because my gums weren't massively painful.
Yep.
I know she had more soreness with her gums. She would obviously complain about gum soreness, but that's obviously because she had a lot more treatment on her gums than I did.
Yeah, makes sense.
My gums didn't really need treatment.
Well, shit, that's fucking cool. So to confirm again, you are now going back out there again in 2 weeks, and you're going to stay there for how long?
2 more.
2 more weeks. And what more work are you getting done, or is it just stuff that's already going
I'm
on?
not getting anything done. It's my mate. She's going out there to get her tits done, and then I'm going out with her.
Dude,
And I just got to do like a bunch of stuff.
you're going out with your friend to get her tits done. Isn't that a bit weird?
No,
Come on, you can see how that would seem weird to an outsider. So you got to explain that, surely.
she just she stays out with us all the time, and she's fine. She looked after the house for 2 weeks when we were out away
Why is Beck not going then?
because she can't. She got to look after the dogs.
So who is
So,
this girl?
huh?
Who's this girl?
You wouldn't have seen her. Well, you might have seen her actually. She's been in my stories. Her name's Danny. She's blonde girl.
Maybe, maybe. Um,
She
is there any? I've got to ask the obvious questions, mate. Is this not weird for Beck?
no.
Me, yes, yeah, yeah. I've seen her story.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
No, no, because why would it be? It's like, I don't know.
Okay, to the people watching this right now, Chudley, don't be you for a second. Be an average dude, yeah?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You go to your missus, you go, oh, babe, got a trip coming up. And she goes, where you off to? Go to Turkey for a couple of weeks. Oh, okay. Who you going with? A girl who wants to get her tits done.
Yeah, but it's different though,
Right,
because like,
you see how this is, yeah?
yeah, but them two are like out right now to IKEA. It's like it.
Yeah, but that's still weird.
I know.
Come
Well,
on, John, that's still
it is
weird.
what it is. Like someone's got to take her, so obviously I'm going out with her, and plus, like I said, I got shit to sort out out there with them guys. So it's
Fair
yeah.
enough. I guess if you've got stuff to do as well, okay, I can kind of get it, but I don't know. There's still
Oh,
a.
I know what you mean. I mean, if she was to go out with a guy, I'd be like, no.
What about if he's your mate? What about me? Me and Becca going.
I can trust you.
Can you?
Yeah, because it's you. Right? I can trust you now. But maybe not. I tell you what, I can trust her. I can't trust you. I can trust her.
Oh. Oh shit, yeah. Oh, but like, no, that's all right. No, we're just chilling, mate. We're just chilling. Got my arm around it. Just that's fine. Just chilling, mate. Yeah, it's fine.
No, I tell you what, I would trust her, but I would trust her if that makes sense. Because yeah, um,
But okay. Let me ask this. Surely you've at least had the conversation, you and Bex.
not even that. No.
What the fuck? She must be like super trusted, which is great, by the way. Really fair play to her. But I just can't see in what scenario this is like super cool. Like Bex is a very rare female if she's completely okay with this.
Yeah. I mean, again, I don't know. It's just how it's kind of always been. Like, I'll go out do stuff with her and that. Like I said, she'd look after the house. Um, when we were out away and that. So
What about if Bex goes away with one of your pals and your pal is getting Prince Albert done? Yeah, he's getting it done his fucking right. And Bex is like, oh, I'm just gonna go with him just to make sure he's like got company and stuff.
that he's all right.
Yeah. Just see if he's okay.
It depends who it is.
Close friend of yours.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Is it like you, or is it like someone else? Like it depends who it is.
Okay, yeah, okay. So it's me.
Yeah, you'll be. I think you'll be fine.
Do you
You'll be
okay
fine.
with her just staring at my dick getting it done?
Yeah, be fine. Because
I
I know
like
she ain't
this.
gonna do it. Because I know she ain't gonna do anything.
I've got. I mean, it's not like she's gonna see my fucking dick getting stabbed and be like, "Whoa, yeah, fucking hell, well
Yeah, but
turned on."
it's just the dick, though, isn't it? Like
Exactly.
they
No,
said to
I get
me,
it. I guess I'm just.
I actually wanted to go in there and watch her surgery be done, and they said you can't because it's like if you're related, you're not allowed in.
Oh,
But
what for her teeth?
no, for the
For
tits.
tits. Ah, okay.
But they said to me, but you can go and watch Danny's surgery if you want. I'm like, I'm in.
The plot thickens. This is interesting as fuck. Right. So you're gonna actually watch her on the table getting fucking open. Now,
Yeah.
listen, I know that is not even remotely sexual. Someone being opened up and like, but how, Amy? Can I borrow you for a second? Come down. I need a female perspective on this one. I need a female. Like this is. I don't know why I think it's such a big deal because it's definitely not a big deal, but it's still like it's just bizarre.
It is a bit bizarre.
Come over. Come over.
Well, I'm halfway through curling my
Come
hair.
over. Come over. Come over. Hello there.
Hi.
Right, John. I'll give you the microphone.
Franco, stop it.
Right. So, Chudley, explain the scenario, please.
No, you explain it.
Okay, I'll explain. So, Chudley's just been to get his teeth done, and Bex had a couple of bits of work done. They went to Turkey. All good. Everything's good. He's going back out there again with a friend, a female friend, to get her tits done. Just him and the girl. Right? Then he's also going to watch the surgery happen. So she's obviously going to have her tits out and everything like that. He's allowed to.
They said I'm allowed in. I wanted to see it.
Right.
Get some content out.
To confirm, Bex is not going,
Right.
but Chudley and this girl are going.
Right.
Is that weird?
Well, it just depends on the relationship that you've got. What's more weird is you're watching it get done.
He's up for that.
No, I mean, I
I'd
wanted
like
to go
see
watch
that
Bex
too. I'd like to see that
surgery,
too. Sorry.
but they said because if you're related, you can't. Like you know, you're not allowed in. But because I said I really want to see it, they were like, "Yeah, we'll let you in to watch Danny's surgery." So I'm like, "Fine."
Yeah, that's I guess to me that's more weird, but I get it because I'd like to see it too. Like that'd be pretty cool, and yeah, but it entirely depends like on his relationship with that girl because when you hear it on the surface, he's going over with this girl that's not his missus, and oh, she's getting her tits done. So it's a bit like, oh, okay, that's not normal. But then, like, I've got guy mates that I'm really close to, you know, like Mark. And if I said to Mark, "Hey, I'm going to this country and I'm getting something done, would you come and support me?" He'd be like, "Yeah." Oh no, he's not got a girlfriend, but I wouldn't find it weird being me. And Ryan knows him. Ryan's cool with him, and Ryan would probably be all right with Mark coming.
Okay.
You know, Mark is not my type at all.
Okay. This girl, how well do you know her?
I mean, so I've coached her for about three years, maybe more.
Oh, she's a
So
client.
She started off being a client, and now she's basically my best mate. Like I said, she looked after the house for the 2 weeks that we weren't here, and she stayed in our house to look after the house for 2 weeks. Like her and Beck are out now to IKEA fucking shopping and shit. So we're close.
For sure. Like, I mean, if Bex is close to her, then that's
What about if I went out with a girl?
well, that would be weird because you don't really get on with any girls. Do you know what I mean? If he
No.
had, if he,
All right, see how it changes when
if
it's
he-
me. See how it
if-
changes.
Yeah, but if he had a close girl mate and I knew it and I hung out with, if you went with like Beth, fair,
Yeah.
yes, there's no threat there at all. So
All right. All right. I stand corrected. Maybe I'm the one who's weird, but I thought that was a bit weird.
yeah, on the surface when you first hear it, it's
No.
like that's not normal.
It can be seen as that, but no, I mean, again, partly I'm going out there because I'm the one that needs to get the content out, if that makes sense, for them, and two, obviously, partly is I've got other stuff to do. So
Yeah, that exactly. The more that you say, the more you say, the less weird it becomes.
Yeah.
So once you
Listen.
contextualize it, it's quite normal. But on the surface, it's like, nah, that's weird.
Okay, fair enough. Thank you.
In my opinion.
Thank you. Yeah. All right. Okay. I had to get a second opinion, but I will say this: did you notice as soon as it was me, she was like, "Well, hold on a minute." Oh, fuck off! Fuck off!
that's because you ain't got female friends.
Well, yeah, I know.
If there's a girl out there willing to take Ryan off my hands for 2 weeks, please just get in contact now.
Fucking right. Let's go, Turkey. Yeah. Shit. All right. Fair enough. So then, now that one's to the side. What is the stuff that you have to do with them? Like, so you've got a deal going. You got to have to like post stuff for them or what?
No, not post. I'm almost like part of, because there are different plans that like haven't actually happened yet, but because those guys, they're all UK based. So obviously the girl that owns it, she's English Turkish. The guy that's managing, he's Scottish Turkish, and the other girl is Irish. So we're looking to open an office in the UK.
Well, you're going to be involved too.
Mm.
Oh shit! Okay. And it's a
Yeah,
clinic that
that's the
will.
plan.
What do they specifically specialize in? Is it everything or teeth or what?
Yeah, so they've got a hospital.
Okay.
And they hire out. They've got, the way it works out there is you can have your own hospital, and you can hire out a theatre.
Okay.
And you can hire out your own surgeon. So they've got their own surgeons, their own hospital. So they're running everything themselves. So they're not hiring out. Obviously, with the dentist, it's different. We were working with a dentist, but as far as like all the surgeries, they've got their own hospital. They've got their own surgeons for different procedures.
Presumably, they are operating from Turkey because it's cheaper.
Oh, I mean, yeah. So the way it works in Turkey is first is a conversion rate. So the conversion rate is stupidly cheap compared to here, the currency.
Yep.
Then you've got cost of labor.
Yep. Yep. Keep going. So where would be the benefit for them to do it in the UK or
They're not doing it in the UK. It's run out of the UK. The office is in the UK. Someone books in, they can come in.
Oh, okay.
Here,
And then how would you be involved?
I'd need to run the office.
Okay. That's a fucking interesting
Yeah.
I didn't expect that. That's pretty cool. Yeah.
So then obviously what we could do is we can rent out an office. I can run all my stuff out of there because I'm at the point now where I need an office to run my stuff out of there, recording and all that stuff. So I've set them up with Dave Crossland to do all their blood work because at the minute, the way it works is they've got an agreement with a doctor in London. So obviously, if you go out there, you get your tip done, you get a sleeve, whatever you get done, you can come out here, you can go to London, and they will pay for your blood work to get done, right? But who the fuck wants to go to London? Like, what a fucking trek that would be. Like, no one wants to go to London.
So yeah, go on.
So I set him up with Dave. Obviously, we've given him the panel that we want. And then you come back post-surgery. Obviously, he's got different clinics all over. Like, they're literally all over the country. Go and get your
I
brother.
didn't know that. I thought they were more just up north. So that's cool.
Nah, everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've literally got them all over.
Okay.
Even in
really
like Ireland.
Oh wow. Okay. I literally thought they were just sort of like Manchester type area, or like,
No,
or maybe like Sheffield or something like that. I don't know.
no.
Oh, that's cool. Okay. Yeah,
Literally
that
all
makes
over, like
sense.
Exeter, Bournemouth, like everywhere.
Right. Okay. Okay. Well, okay. In which case, so then, and then where would the office be based? Where you would be out of?
Down here.
Wow. And then you'd have to hire a team of like like a lot of staff, or would they be doing that as well?
Yeah, I mean, I'll probably do that, but I probably only need one person,
Okay.
really.
Oh, fucking hell.
Probably set up like a podcast studio in there or something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, just a bunch of stuff that I can record all my content and stuff. So
Well, okay. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. So yeah, I love that, mate. Yeah, I see that your new page. I say new page, newest page is obviously like doing really, really well now. And it's just opened up a load of new opportunities for you, I guess.
mate, oh, it's insane, yeah. I thought I'd start taking on some one-on-one clients because again, like it takes a long fucking time. So I've only got 3 people on at the minute to do like social media, help people with social media. But even so, because again, probably spend at least an hour a day talking to them about okay, what content you're gonna post? Send me the content. I review it. I'm like, change this, do that. Show them how to post, what to do, certain captions, like all the stuff that goes into it. And yeah, like one of the guys didn't even have a TikTok, and he's set it up, and he's getting like 2,500 views with like 5 followers, like his first video.
So that's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. Because in my mind, whether I'm right or wrong or not is another thing. But in my mind, if someone hasn't got it, they haven't got it. Like they're sort of like pissing in the wind. I think you kind of touched on it in the most recent one of your most recent videos. It's like if you're just boring, you're just boring. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter if you're posting like provocative stuff or like, sometimes you just don't have that like gravity. Do you see what I'm saying? Like there's not a thing about you. Do you know what I
I
mean?
think it's a skill that you can learn.
Okay. Okay.
I think again, because people have some people have a different online persona to how they are in person.
Yeah.
It's something you can learn.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely think it's a skill.
I
But
think
again, this guy is actually because he is because again, like a lot of people messaged me, and a lot of them were like, "Oh mate, I got this great idea. I'm doing fitness stuff," and I'm like, everyone does fitness stuff. Like, what's great about that? It's like everyone you're basically wanting to do because he was a bricklayer and he was saying, "Oh, I want to do this," and like I said to him, "Look, you can turn it in a different way where you can maybe tailor your content to." Laborers and people that are like that difficult schedule work stuff like that. But I think if you're just going to do the old typical 3 tips on how to grow your biceps, that's not, so
definitely not.
so obviously that could work in that way.
Mm-hmm.
But this guy, he said he got diagnosed. He's actually one of Dan Bastic's old clients that I met at the PCA. And he messaged me, he goes, I got diagnosed with ADHD, I actually got diagnosed. And that's the theme that I want to choose. And I'm like, perfect. Because again, it's quite a trendy thing to talk about. It's also quite controversial. And funny enough, the fact that he's never done content like that, his acting skills were pretty good because we did that POV content, when it's like one side and then the other side, almost like you're speaking to you and your brain and stuff like that. And
it worked,
yeah. I mean, like first video that he posted on TikTok, he had like no followers and he got 2,500 views. So that was good.
Do you know what? I feel like really conflicted with this subject in general. Like, I remember seeing one of your videos and you're like, my goal is virality, is what you said. I remember you used that word. And I thought to myself, I'm like conflicted with it because it's like, I know we've talked about this before. For me, that comes secondary. It's weird, like we're in an age now where we're just thinking about views rather than thinking about. Hold on, let me rephrase that. I feel like that was wrong. I'm not saying that you don't care about the content. I'm not saying that. but I'm saying the goal is virality.
You tailor the content to the virality of it,
Sure. So
to the chance of it going viral.
yeah, in the pecking order of importance, it's like how
you can do that with anything. It's just how you word it.
I agree, but I think what I'm getting at is that I definitely don't care about virality. I care that it's seen by a target audience, but I don't need it to go to everyone. Does that make sense? Like posting just for views, it, like as I say, it conflicts me a little bit. Because I get it, but also you know,
post the video to the target audience. When you post a video that doesn't go viral, it only gets seen because you know when you go on Instagram and it tells you this video was seen by this many followers and this many non-followers, right? So if majority of your videos get seen by your followers, yeah, they're your target audience, but you're not really gaining any new followers. Now, when you hit a viral video and you start to get exposed to non-followers who then become your followers, then they become your new target audience.
Right. And as I say, I'm conflicted because I understand why it would be important or like in your mind, you think, well, if I can reach more people, it's better. The more, the better, right? The more eyes on you, the better. I get it. And that does make sense to me. But also, I think it's a sign of the times. And I'm almost like a little bit gutted that it's this way, that we're only doing it to be seen by as many people as possible rather than, do you see what I'm getting at? Like, rather than it being the goal should be the content, the quality of the content, rather than just the fact that it's going to be seen by everyone.
But again, your quality still has to be to a standard in order to get exposed to enough people.
I agree. I think what I could liken it to would be clickbait stuff, right? It works. I fucking click on shit that like the title winds me up, and I'll click on it, right?
Yeah,
it absolutely works. But I think, and I'm sure there'll be people watching as well that can relate to what I'm saying. It's just sad that we've come to that point. It's now more about getting people to click rather than it is anything else. So that's the important bit.
A lot of the times, the click is just the hook. So it's the first 3, 4, 5 seconds of the video. Yeah. And then again, you change the tone of the video and you end it in a certain way rather than it. Because it's like, let's say, again, like I did that example yesterday when people waffling on and stuff like that. It's like, if you hit it with something that gets people to click, you can then change the narrative of the video as you go along and tailor it to deliver the message that you want to deliver. But if you can't do that at the start, it's not going to get exposed to enough people.
Yeah, I totally get it. And as I say, I'm kind of like 50-50. I don't even fully believe in what I'm saying right now. I just think there's something about it that's like makes me like sad that we're all, everything that we're doing is just for like attention.
But how would you rather it be?
Exactly. I feel like it has to be that way. I think, okay. What I'm doing is I'm trying to be a little bit old school. And I think I feel like I like human interaction and like integrity. And it feels like a lot of, on my explore page on Instagram, just for example, what pisses me off is that because I watch a couple of videos that I don't like that piss me off, I then get more of them.
Yeah.
And you know how that goes, right? I think like this day and age, there's so many people making shit and they've got like 500,000 to 1 million followers and they're just like, what the fuck? And I can't really believe that we live in this day and age where we're giving these people power. These people now have a level of power. Having 1 million followers, right? And all they do is like look at the camera, mime a song's playing, and they mime and they put on a little bit of eyeshadow or something, and then like kiss the kid.
Yeah, but that was back in 2020.
But it's still now, and it fucking blows my mind. And then you go in the comments, there's like 10,000 comments. Oh my God, this is great. Oh my, I'm like, wow, what the fuck am I looking at?
Again, it has to be, it has to be done in a certain way. You just have to play the game. That's just the way it is.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I agree with you.
It's a little bit like that. And again, it depends how you deliver your content. And if that's all you do, eventually you're going to get called out for it when you just clickbait people and you don't actually deliver.
Right. Yeah.
Because people are going to go, well, why the fuck would I follow this person? But there has to be an element of that in order to catch people to watch your video. Because otherwise you just don't stand a chance.
No, I absolutely concede and I 100% agree with you. You make total sense. But I think what it is, do you know what it is? I'm like a slightly different. I'm not a different generation to you because there's 10 years between us, right? 10? Yeah. I'm 10 years older. And I just think there's something to do with my age group. Your age group grew up with it as the norm. For you, this sort of stuff was normal by the time you were like 10, 15, right?
That's when YouTube come out. When that again, that's when YouTube, and that's what YouTube is. That's what, you know.
Yep. So in I think they're referred to as the formative years where your brain's being developed, right? From secondary school up until like your late teens. These years are absolutely, they imprint on you. Everything that was enjoyable to you in those years, in your formative years, sort of sticks with you forever. And it's kind of like the way it is. Whereas I didn't actually have Facebook till I was 20.
Yeah.
And I think that makes a difference. So I think there'll be a lot of people who are sort of like early 30s to like 50 in that region who probably have a similar view to me. Whereas for you, it was more normal growing up. And it's not that I'm not exposed to it now. And I get that it's normal now. But I just think like something's lost where we're all just trying for like, look at me, exposure. I'm guilty of it too. But what I'm trying to say is that it's just a little bit sad that it's gone that way. I don't know. Maybe you don't agree. Maybe you can see my point. I don't know.
I think I tell you what it is. It's because there's just so much competition.
Yeah.
So you got to do something to top. Because again, I post a video, you post a video.
Yep.
Your job is to make a better video than mine, to get more people to see my video, to get more people to see your video than they do mine. So how are you going to do that?
Yep.
You're going to try and make a better video.
Sure.
More engaging, more eye-catching, and that's the way. Because we're all in direct competition with each other on the platform. Who's going to get the most amount of views?
You're right. You are right.
So
you're right.
It's not even about engineering the content for virality, but just delivering it in a different way. Because all you see is like the way like you do your videos, like with the gym and that, and it's like everyone does it that way. Then this is what I'm saying. I've got a guy that's starting out with me now, and he's actually going on prep. He's a master's guy. He's like in his 40s, and I'm like, well, that's actually a really good catch niche type thing, because again, not to the normal people, you don't see that many good people, like people in good shape in their 40s, or they are, but they don't really want to make content.
Right.
So I'm like, that's your way in.
Yeah. It can appeal to like dads, so to speak. You know what I mean? Like that kind of like niche. And it's weird because even as I'm talking, I feel like I'm contradicting everything I say because it makes total sense. You have like, what videos do you like when you are yourself scrolling through YouTube? You click on the videos that, number one, you're interested in. Like, it has to be a subject you're interested in. But let's say you click on let's say I want to get my teeth done, okay? And there's 10 different vlogs. You look for the one where it's most appealing. There'll be one that just jumps out to you a little bit more, and you'll click on that one over the other 9. You might watch all of them, to be honest with you, but which one will you go for first? So we're all doing it subconsciously anyway.
Yeah.
You look for the most appealing shit, right? Like with bright colors or specific wordplay or whatever.
I don't think that's new though. That's just media.
I completely agree. It's not new. I think. Okay, so I think I know what my problem is. Even as I'm talking, I'm sort of like working out in my own head. As I say, nothing's planned, so I'm working out in my own head. I think the problem is numbers. 30, 20 years ago, whatever, it was just specific outlets were doing it, and it worked. Magazines, like whatever, even internet articles like 20 years ago. Now, the whole world and its mother's doing it. Every person who's got a fucking iPhone or a smartphone is able to do it. And this is creating this massive oversaturation of everything. And I think maybe that's what my problem is. Now the whole world and its mother thinks that we need to see your pec flies, and we probably don't. I think, that should be reserved for people who have like earned the right to be there. That's my opinion.
I think it's all well and good for people because again, that is a lot of people's motivation to go to the gym so they can record and post it.
And this is exactly my point, that I feel like that's a shame. My personal opinion. Now, I don't expect everyone to agree with me, but my opinion is I feel that's a shame because everyone can do what the fuck they want, right? Let me just caveat that. Everyone can do what the fuck they want, but it's just mad to me that the motivation now is now about what you can show rather than just doing it for the love of it. Do you not see that?
What, in bodybuilding?
Anything. Anything.
I don't
Okay.
think it's as prevalent in other things as it is in bodybuilding.
You don't think it is.
No.
Okay. So let's try and put that into another subject then. I don't know enough about any other subject. The only other one would be the ones that you're into, right? So let's say tattoos. I already know the answer. Do you believe that people are getting tattoos purely for what it shows on social media rather than what they actually truly believe in, like truly like?
I can't say, but I think again, like based on seeing what other people get and some of the, I mean, again, there is some of that as well. Like, there's a whole bunch of fake tattoos that are coming about, but people can see through that now.
Okay, I think what I'm trying to get at is people's motivation to be into a subject. Now, who am I or you or anyone to tell someone what they should and shouldn't do? Like, you should do it for this reason, not that reason. It's not up to us to decide, is it? But some people, it feels like they're just jumping on a trend bandwagon, right? And that's
I don't
what
think these people last though. Anyway, they just burn out because I had I've had a lot of people that say, "Oh, what's a good niche to get into? What topics?" And I'm like, "Well, what do you enjoy?" They're like, "Oh, well, football is a nice one because it's a lot of people like football." I'm like, "But do you like football?" No. Well, then why the fuck would you make content about football? It's
right.
like you have to enjoy the content you're going to be making because at least to start, this is just a hobby for you. This is something you're going to have to want to enjoy and do. And if you want to stick through with it, you have to enjoy it.
Mm-hmm. This actually reminds me of, like, I remember someone putting it to me once upon a time, and it was regarding OnlyFans, funny enough, and it was like making gay content. So someone I know makes gay content,
Yeah.
and they're not gay. Well, first and foremost, I would argue you probably are, right? But anyway, that's another subject. But then if you're going to be making gay content, let's say you make it every day of the week, 7 days a week, 365, you're making gay content, but you're saying that you're not gay. All of a sudden now your whole life becomes this thing that you don't even like.
100%.
Like kind of what you're just saying. You don't even like the subject, but you're doing it all the time. What a mad existence that is. Mad.
I mean, it's no different to work in a job that you don't like. Because technically, if it makes you enough money to earn you a living,
you're right. You're right.
you know,
you're right.
Because again,
man,
you could do that for a year and a half, make enough money to where you can do something that you do enjoy. But I think people will see through that if you don't actually like it.
I know of a couple of people, and I won't say their names because it's not for me to say what their motivation is, but they don't even like the industry, the bodybuilding industry, the fitness industry. They don't like coaching, but they are making a killing. And when I say killing, I mean like big numbers, big numbers, mass numbers, right? Like fuck you money. Yeah, they're making this sort of money, and they don't even like the industry at all. And I just think it's so mad that people buy into someone like that. As you say, normally people can see through it, right? At least you would hope. If someone's not really into a subject and they're doing it, like it's mad to me that they have any credibility.
Because again, you can blag it by obviously results, and by again, like you can just put a persona on.
Yeah, and I just, again, maybe it's just the moany old man in me, but it's just like it rattles my cage a little bit. It just does. When you are really passionate about a subject or a thing, you feel a bit protective over it. Do you know what I'm on about? You feel a bit like this is mine and this is the community, and then all of a sudden you just got people just making a mockery out of it, and it kind of winds you up, you know. But then again, am I being elitist? Am I being like a gatekeeper? You know what I mean? Like maybe I'm the problem. Maybe I need to relax and allow things, you know? So I don't know, man.
I think it's important for if you're going to try and make content that's like unrelated to the job you do. So again, like the reason the tattoo stuff blew up for me is because it wasn't related to the content I was making for bodybuilding or my job as coaching before. So it was just on the side, and then it just happened to take off.
But
So it's almost like refreshing.
okay, but then with you, I know you, so I'm a little bit biased, but it's clearly something that is like of massive interest to you. And look at your body, like it's very obvious that you're very into it.
Right.
So it's more genuine, you know. If
No,
you,
but what I
yeah,
mean is that you'd still be in it. You'd still be into it, but it's different to your job.
sorry, what do
So
you mean?
someone that wants to start to become a content creator,
Right.
I would probably choose a different niche to get into that isn't related to your.
Okay, I get you. I get you.
So like that guy with the ADHD,
Yeah, I get you.
his work has nothing to do with ADHD.
Sure,
It's just his daily struggles, things like that.
understand. Yeah.
So
On that, go
yeah,
on.
go.
I was going to say I was going to sort of change the subject a bit, but on that note, when you say he's got ADHD and he's been medically diagnosed, and you said it was like kind of like a hot topic. What does that even mean? Being medically diagnosed as ADHD. What does that actually mean? Because I feel like people with ADHD go, "Oh yeah, it's ADHD," but I feel like they're traits that everyone has.
I think everyone within bodybuilding typically has some form of either autism or fucking ADHD, because which is fucked. You know, for you to want to do that to yourself, you can't be right in the head a little bit. So I think you're just taking the bodybuilding community at
Uh,
large.
I don't know, man. Like, obviously, I've been around a lot of people. Like, I lived a whole fucking different life up until I was your age, basically, right? I fucking
Yeah.
lived. I've done a lot of shit, met a lot of people, did whatever. And I feel like the ADHD traits most people have got. Most people have got to a degree. There's obviously varying degrees of it and how much it affects your everyday life. I get it, but I feel like it's just a label that people like to have. You know, like in 2024, everyone likes to be a thing. Oh yeah, I've got this. Oh, I've got this. People want to be something, right? I don't know. Maybe
That's why creating content is important, because then you're going to get someone like you that's going to go and be like, oh, "This is bollocks," you know.
fuck you, fuck you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's that's why it's
yeah.
such a
It creates a reaction, doesn't it? It creates a reaction. Okay, would you agree with the statement? Would you agree with this statement that in 2024, people like to be part of a community, like to have a label?
100%. But that's
Oh
not
my god, I'm so
2024.
ADHD. Oh my god, I'm so that. I'm so autistic sometimes. You know, they like
Yeah.
to throw this around.
100%. Yeah, it's cool to do that, but
I don't
I
know
do
why.
think as well, some people genuinely actually struggle with these things
I
that
agree.
a lot of people will just pass on as, you know.
I think my problem is, so it could be seen, me talking this way. I remember I had this conversation with my friend about 4 or 5 years ago because I had quite a view on depression.
Right.
Now, my view on depression was I feel annoyed that people just band it around so willy-nilly.
I don't think it exists.
Well, that's another subject. We'll get, just let me finish
Right.
this. Let me finish this. So my thing was, there are some people who kill themselves, and it's fucking awful for their families. Like, it's crazy that it gets to that point, right? So it's clearly affecting some people. My problem is that it's banded around so willy-nilly. Oh, depression, anxiety, depression, anxiety, depression. Every motherfucker's got it. So my position was, I'm annoyed that it gets so downplayed by these people. It's like the boy who cried wolf. If you say something so like off the cuff, oh yeah, man, I've always struggled with anxiety, depression, and then there's people who are actually killing themselves. So me having the view that I've got about like ADHD and that is I'm kind of pissed off that like everyone says it, because there are some people who struggle like fuck, and these people are making a mockery of them by saying that they've got it.
You know, I'll tell you what though, I think again, if me and you went to a doctor and we're like, "Can you diagnose me?" We would medically get diagnosed.
Sure, you could get
I
what you
would
want,
just
yeah.
rather not know, because to me, that's like a barrier. If like something's not going right, I'd be like, "Oh, it's because I've got ADHD." Whereas for me, I would rather not have ADHD, or not someone tell me that I've got ADHD and then I haven't got it, you know?
Mate, 100% agree with that statement. Yeah, 100% I agree. Like, I'm almost the kind of person that downplays stuff. And people will be like, oh, you okay? I'll be like, yeah, I'm fine, fine. And I'll tell myself I'm fine, even though I'm not. But I'll try and get over it. Because if you admit it, if you admit that you've got something wrong, yeah, it's like makes it worse, compounds the issue.
I mean,
You know?
sometimes you've got to admit certain things, but I think sometimes things that you make a big deal out of probably aren't.
Fully agree. Fully
and
agree.
you're better off just cracking on, and
Yeah, as you say, there's definitely limitations, and for sure, some things you have to admit. Like you have to admit defeat. But I think for the most part, most people could do with a bit more of that attitude, a bit more of a fuck. Are you okay? Yeah, fine. Rather than, are you okay? Well, not really. I'm just really anxious. Like, come on, you're making it worse.
you are making
If
it
you
worse.
act that way, you become that.
Yeah.
You fucking your thoughts become things. Like what you keep thinking, it will become you in the end. It manifests into everyday life. So I used to work in an office. I used to work in this office, and it was fucking terrible, by the way. It was a sales office.
Oh,
Like, yeah, like they used to do like
I worked in them too. Yeah,
bro, and in the morning they used to do these meetings where they had to G each other up
I know.
and you stand on chairs and shit. Did you have that as well? They were standing on chairs shouting, and I was like, anyway, there was a guy who used to always come in. We could wear what you wanted, but there was a guy who used to always come in a full suit. And he goes, I know I don't have to wear a suit, but it makes me feel a certain way. It makes me act a certain way because I know what my goal is in long term. So this is a stepping stone for me. So basically, he used to dress and act what he wanted to be. So he was trying to dress and act like he wanted to be like the director of a company.
Yeah.
And sure enough, he was just progressing. And then I got sacked, by the way. But yeah, so it was, but it stuck with me what he said. It stuck with me. I thought, he doesn't need to do it, but he's acting that way. And it's sort of like creating his own path,
Oh, 100%. And
Yeah.
that's why I always like when people go on about making money on social media, I'm like, don't let that be your primary reason why you start posting. But have that in the back of your head as it's a possibility, and let me be prepared for when that does come.
Yeah.
And then again, if you kind of set your mind that, okay, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that and I'll make this much money, then it's
Okay, but then, by the way, I agree with that mindset. But then let me play devil's advocate. Could it not be argued that if you go in 50%, like with the mindset of it might not, you're sort of setting yourself up for failure. Whereas if you go in there with the mindset of this will work no matter what, it's more likely to work. Could that be
oh
argued?
yeah, no, for sure. But then equally, I had a guy and he goes, yeah, I mean, I would sign up for coaching, but it's a lot of money, and I would sign up if you can guarantee me that I'm making $5,000 a month. Then I'll sign up. I'm like, well, I can't guarantee you that, so fuck off.
Yeah, agree.
Because again, you're just going in because you don't actually go in there because you want to create content. You go in there because of the money, and it's like, well, everyone's trying to do that.
So, what about this? Again, this is pretty stupid because I don't really even believe this, but I just want to say it anyway. If there was a gun to your head, you and that guy, and it's like you got to fucking make $5,000 this first month, no matter what, you would make it happen, right?
Yeah.
So I think what I'm getting at is like, if with the correct mindset, you can make that shit happen. But I feel like you viewed it as unnecessary stress.
No, I think when it comes to money and social media, it's different to thinking views or followers with social media. Let me get a certain amount of engagement. Let's say I want to set myself a goal of making my first 100K video in the first month. Fine. That's a perfectly fine goal to have. Not, I want to make this much money.
Okay.
It's almost like when a person walks, like the money from social media is the last thing, right? It's the last thing you get to. It's your last stepping stone. It's a bit like when a kid walks to the gym and he goes, I want to be a pro bodybuilder. Like, bro, put 10 pounds of muscle on first. The money is it's almost like your last step.
Okay. So how does one, when I say one, I mean anyone, how does one turn their social media views, engagement, following into a financial thing? How does one do that?
Different platforms have different ways of doing it. So Facebook, for example, has these things where that people pay you in gifts and tokens. And you might have seen on people's videos, you can like donate tokens and things like that, right? That's like the way they do it. Instagram, at the moment in America, they've got the same as TikTok, which is they just pay you per what advertisers will do is they'll run their ads on your videos, and you get paid for the reels, We don't have that here at the moment. We had it back in like couple of years back, but that stopped. So they're currently not paying in that way. You can run adverts to where companies will message you and they'll go, I want you to promote our product. We'll pay you X amount. I've only ever done 2 of those because and one of them was on a tattoo numbing cream. The other one was on, again, another like cream. I don't really want to do these because it almost like comes across as a sale because it says like commission paid and things like that. I don't like that. Instagram also has a thing called subscription. So when you're over 100K followers, you can launch a subscriptions thing where, funny enough, I've launched mine after the 100K. I've got 5 followers and they've posted no content. So they pay you like £5 a month or whatever you set it at. I do want to work out what content I'm gonna start putting on there.
So it's like, let me get this straight because I actually don't know. Obviously, I've heard of subscriptions, but I don't know. So they pay £5 a month. Let's just say, for example,
yeah.
Then they go to a separate thing of you.
Yeah, I'll show you.
Only they can see.
Yeah.
And then you have to post directly to that.
Yeah. So this is your Instagram page. This is your yours would have free things on there.
Right.
You see the little crown?
Yeah. Yep.
So you click on the little crown, and this is like exclusive content for no one else to see. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So exclusive content.
So and then okay.
YouTube Shorts again will pay you per views. So however many views you get. And again, YouTube Shorts has a different payment method to YouTube, to regular YouTube. And then we go to TikTok. TikTok actually, well, there's Twitter as well, but TikTok actually pays you the best out of all of them. Twitter does pay you a lot, actually. I am planning on getting into Twitter, but Twitter is slightly different.
You never hear about Twitter anymore. It's actually called X, isn't it? It's called X.
It's huge.
Still.
Absolutely huge.
But yeah, as I said, it's called X now, isn't it? Which I only found out quite recently. It was bought by Elon Musk.
Elon Musk, yeah.
Yeah, and it's called X.
So Twitter is absolutely huge. And they pay a lot of fucking money to their creators.
Okay.
TikTok has something called the creativity program, which what they do is they pay you something called an RPM. So an RPM is a rate per 1,000 views. So let's say a video gets 1,000 views and your RPM is 10p, you get 10p per 1,000 views. 10p per 1,000 views. Let's say you're getting paid like an average. I mean, a normal RPM like on a good video could be £1. That's like average type thing. Some countries are less, some countries is more, depending on what content you're making, depending on how advertiser friendly it is, depending on the length of the content, depending on like the niche of the content, loads of different things. Anywhere between 50p and £1.50.
It's fair to say if you want to do really well financially, that's probably not the best way then. It's a little bit slow, isn't it?
Depends how many views you get.
I guess so.
A million views on TikTok can pay you free to, well, if you're getting 30p per 1,000 views, which that's like the lowest you'll get to, that's 300 quid per a million views. If you're getting £1 per 1,000 views, you get £1,000 for 1,000 for a million views.
Well, okay, so then you have to consistently do that. So let's just say,
I mean, that's easy. I've got 40. I've got 50 million views this month on TikTok. Yeah, something like that.
So yeah, okay, that would work. I was just about to say, if you could consistently make videos to do, okay.
Why couldn't you? Easy. Once you know how to make the videos, easy.
The thing is, what I've noticed about your videos is, like the videos you make, what it seems like to me, correct me if I'm wrong, is like you're seeing what stuff is like circulating.
40 million views this month, last 28 days.
Yeah. It's like you pick videos that are circulating, that are potentially controversial, and then like you purposely do it, and then you post like, what do you guys think, to create the interaction, right?
It depends. I mean, you'll post different types of content, right? You've got different formats. So you know, when I would speak about certain tattoos, and again, like, because again, I don't want to post boring tattoos. I'm talking about stuff that's interesting, like the you know, like, I don't know, take any channel, for example, Nick Strength and Power, right? Who follows me, by the way. You won't see him post, like, I don't know, some like random amateur bodybuilder.
No.
He doesn't, because why would he?
He's
one
posting
would.
hot topics. He's posting hot topics.
Right. And this is just what it is. That's just what it is. You post stuff that you think, one, you find interesting, and that other people would find interesting also, and you comment on them. That's the way I see it. So then off the back of that, again, with TikTok, you can be getting views that way, but you can also be selling products on TikTok Shop, which is you promote, let's say, I don't know, I actually had to block a bunch of cunts that do that because it fucking pisses me off.
Do what? What do they do?
So they'll TikTok Shop, you can buy something on TikTok Shop, or they can send it to you, and you can make an advert for it. You can go, oh look, I've just bought this light. Look how good it is. Do you want to buy it? If you want to buy it, and then you get paid a certain amount. I hate that. It's fucking annoying. You can promote your own businesses that way. You can sell courses, you can sell coaching, you can sell merch, you can sell loads of different things. You can sell whatever the fuck you want. And again, like I said, as long as you get if you can get 40 million people a month to see your content, I mean, chances are you ain't going to struggle with clients.
No, just on averages. Yeah, of course you're not. No. Yeah, I get it. I think, as I say, I'm conflicted with it. I feel like I contradict myself. I'm conflicted because
I get someone like you. Why I probably wouldn't make content. Let's say if you said to me, "What do you think I should do?" I would say, I don't think you should do bodybuilding content. Do your bodybuilding content the way you do it, right? That's fine, but do something different. Use your physique to talk about other shit, other topics that people that talk about that shit aren't in shape like you.
I get it.
What a cunt. Say for you, for example, I'll just say relationship advice. You could be like, fucking relationship advice.
And everyone will be like, this cunt doesn't know what he's talking about.
Yeah. This is how you get birds. You know what I mean? Because you look like that type of guy, right? So,
yeah, fine. Yeah, I totally get it. Yeah, I get it.
I thought about making content like that too before the tattoos. I actually was looking at content like that, thinking about doing content like that.
What relationships yeah. Yeah, I get it, man. Yeah, that would definitely work more because I feel like
let's say your prep look, you go out there with your like top off. No one wants to hear about free bicep exercises. Like talk about this is how you get birds or something like that. You know, This is the sort of shit that would blow up purely because of the look.
Do you know what? It's funny though, man. I'm like, I wouldn't. It's not that I'm sensitive per se, but I can't be asked with like you'd get like 50% negative, and I'm not. I can't be bothered to see a load of people just say, "Look at this cunt. Look at no."
No, I want that.
It's a stressful life for me, and I don't want a stressful life.
Oh, that's the sort of shit I look out for.
You know me though. Do I bite?
Bro, I don't even. You learn not to. Because when you look at a video, and you've got like that video of my teeth. Let me have a look, right? 4,487 comments. Like in one of the last videos that got like 3 million views.
Did you go through a lot of them and then see what people are saying though, yeah? And then people are like,
I haven't even looked. I must have had about 100 like video replies. Because you see when someone mentions you in a video where they've stitched you, people will stitch you a video. And I'll show you what I mean. So if you go on your page and you can look on you can look into mentions, right? And you could see on here, this is like people that have mentioned you in their videos.
Yeah, I saw
so they've done like video mentions where people have made videos taking your content and like mentioning you in like, and that just goes back, that all the way down the bottom goes down to the second of this month.
So I saw that you were mentioned by The Sun, weren't you? And then they put that video on and stuff like that, right? Yeah, and I saw a few of I went onto the comment section, yeah, and it's just like, but I knew that obviously you do it for reaction. I get it.
I hadn't seen Someone sent me the article of the Sun, but I didn't see it on Facebook or anything like that. Where they because they've done so many now, I don't even.
Well, I went on some of the comments, yeah, and it's just like people like just saying negative shit, and I'm just like, God, that wind me up. As you say, you learn not to. You learn not to. I'll get it, but that will just wind me up. And I don't know if that's my. I think that's your path. I don't think that's my path. You know, I just don't. I just don't think that's who I am. You know, I think if I were given like two paths, right? This path, you don't necessarily do stuff that you want to do, but you get more money and loads of people saying X, Y, Z. Good, bad, everything. Boom. But more money. This path, less money, but you do exactly what you want. And you enjoy it all.
I do what I want, so can you.
For me, no. For me, this path is the one that I do, and it suits me. Yes, I'm not earning as much as potentially what I could, but it's really me. When you say to me about potentially doing something else, I don't think it's me. I just don't.
Yeah, but no, I express myself differently than you do, which is why I get a different response. So when I could make a video and say, here are some tattoos that you might want to consider not getting because potentially they might drop out or you might lose the detail. No, I'm saying if you get that tattoo, you're going to fucking regret it. And people are like, no, you know, yeah. It's that, right?
Yeah.
Or I don't say, oh, here are some prison tattoos. I'm going to say, tattoo's going to get you in trouble. What do you mean it's going to get? I've got, my granddad's got this tattoo and he's all right. You know what I mean? It's yeah. It's like, it's how you say stuff. It's how, it's all about how you word something.
You off? So Amy's going. Right, enjoy yourself.
Yeah, Ben.
Yeah, see you later on, Ryan. Yeah, so I just think that's you, that's your path, and I get it, but that's not me. And
if I was making content, I would have been like, this is why you're small and look like shit.
But here's also why it's not a good idea for me to do. Where it's not me, it doesn't flow naturally. It would honestly be like, this is obviously not who you are. Whereas you, it fits you and it just suits you. It does. So for me,
but I've always been like that, though. You know, I've always been like that.
Yeah, you have. Whereas me, I was quite controversial, but it was weird. It was like because I wasn't even trying to be. Whereas you're a bit of a. That's literally what you are. You're a provocateur. You literally are that. Yeah. So yeah, as I say, I'm fair play to you, and I wish you all the fucking best. Obviously. But it's just not me. It's just not me. I feel like I've got my part, you got yours.
Would you not like love to have like the publicity that someone like Andrew Tate has, like some of the way people, how he winds people up? I'd love that. To be of like that type of figure.
Honestly, for a long time, no. Like if I could experience it for like a week, okay. Like it'd be interesting to see that for a week, to feel that maybe. But no, I don't have any desire really to do it. Not really. It just, as I say, it just isn't me. That's the best way I can describe it. It's just not who I am. It's not.
Yeah.
I prefer
sometimes like I'll post the comments, someone will be like first, waiting for the comments, and it's like that's literally. Sometimes people would just come to a video just to like back and forth in the comments of other people. I literally have those people that are there just to, but like I don't take it to heart. Like for example, today like I posted this guy who's had his whole face blacked out. And someone commented on his video, said, "Oh, I finally found someone who has worse tattoos than you." And I was like, what you would do is you'd be like, "Oh no, like
fuck you."
right. Me, because I've had this guy before, and he's always been on there. He always posts shit like that, and I'm like, "Oh damn it, I've been demoted to number 2."
Yeah, that's like, good. That's good.
You know what I mean? Something like that. To where what the fuck is he gonna say after that? You know what I mean? Because they want you to like. Because there are actually creators who literally get bullied so bad, they literally fucking go mental because like people will play on that. If you give in and you start to see that people can do that to you, can have that effect on you, that's going to be worse for you because people are going to come back more at you.
I think sometimes I paint myself in the incorrect light because I'm not completely fucking. Mate, sorry, he literally does this every time. I paint myself in the incorrect light because I almost make out as if I'm incapable of taking the joke. That's not at all who I am. Like, I'm fine. No. Like, I absolutely have people rinse me, even in person, like friends.
Yeah.
fucking fine. Of course it is. Like sometimes I paint myself out as if like I just bite on everything. I'm always angry, and I'm no, absolutely fucking not. And sometimes I get inboxes and they're negative to me, and I'm like, all right, mate. Like, okay, cool. I don't
Yeah.
nibble all the time, so I could probably learn to be okay with it. But
Again, the two things you got to think about is that person going to say that to your face? No.
likely no, likely no, yeah.
And the second part is you look at that person and you go, is this person, if given the chance, in a heartbeat like that, switch places with me? Yes. But I don't need to worry about shit.
You know, it's very rarely like a really handsome guy who's got like really successful businesses doing this sort of shit. It's just not.
Like you're not having fucking Bill Gates or fucking
Yeah.
they coming up to be like, oh, Ryan. It's
Yeah.
not
Like really fucking like good looking dudes just like scouring the internet, just looking to like troll people.
yeah, that's
No.
what I mean.
Fucking no. I think what it's, do you know, I think what it might stem from, like way back when, I don't know, even before I met you, fun enough, before I met you was my most controversial sort of period, and it was Facebook. And I used to spend, bro, I'm not kidding. I used to spend evenings, like, you know, like from like 6 p.m. to like the moment I went to bed, hours, fucking 6, 7 hours just arguing with people. Because I would put statuses up that were purposely a little bit like controversial. I would do that. And I used to argue, and my heart rate was going, and I'm like, fucking, I was getting agitated. And I'm just like, and I remember I got to a point, I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like, so I think I just try and avoid any sort of like conflict that winds me up.
When you get to a certain point, you get to a certain point where, because people ask me, like, do you reply to comments? I'm like, I can't. I don't have time to reply to comments. If I went and replied to everyone's fucking comment, I would be on there all day long.
Absolutely. Yeah. I get that.
Maybe for the first hour of posting something, but outside after that, no fucking way.
Oh yeah, I get it. And
it always like gets people to comment because they know that within the first hour you'd reply to their comment.
You could do it. Yeah. I again, maybe it was my mistake. It's sort of a little bit of my own negative doing. I used to argue with people all the time, and now I'm like, fuck that. Recently, it happened again. Probably about 3 months ago, a friend of mine from Southampton, he's gone really peculiar now. Again, I'm not going to mention names because.
Well, do I know him?
You might know him. He's quite heavily tattooed as well, funny enough. I'll tell you after. Anyway, he's now gone really like flat earthy. So he's very much flat earth, and he's very much like believing in God. And he also believes that the world is demonic. Like some of the stuff he said, I honestly thought.
So he's just lost his marbles, basically.
Well, I said to him, I said, bro, don't take this the wrong way, but are you actually trolling? Are you serious now? I almost feel like your account's been hacked. And he was like, no, I truly believe this. He believes that, like, you know, like lizard people and shit. Like he's gone full conspiracy, right? And I was going back and forth with him for ages because I used to really like this guy. Back and forth. And I wasted hours. And I was like, fuck, like you're doing it again. You're falling back in the trap. And I think like, I don't want controversial content because it lures me into this negative spiral.
You just learn not to, again, like at first, when you first start, but as soon as you get your first video, like I remember like my first video that hit 1 million views, I was replying to everyone.
What way back when or recently?
No, now. When that first like regret tattoo hit 1 million, and I was replying to everyone in the comments. There were like thousands of comments. And I was replying to everyone. And that's probably why it blew up to the extent it did, considering the following that I had. Because again, it just showed so much more traction. Now, like, again, with that, in my teeth video, that went up to like 23 million. If you go on there, you'll struggle to see a single reply. I just haven't replied to anyone.
So you're figuring it out. You're realizing that's just not worth it. It's not worth your time.
You're fighting a losing battle.
Yeah.
Sometimes, right? If I'm looking at the comments and I see someone that's presenting an argument that's actually got some sense behind it, I could maybe partake. But if it's not, What's the point?
What's the point? Yeah, agree. Yeah. And again, as I say, I'm painting myself in a bad light as if I'm like so unable to hold back and refrain from going mad at people. Of course, I'm able to. I just think it's a slightly calmer life that I'm looking for. Again, bro, I don't want to sound like I keep bringing up age, but I do think it matters. Like I'm 10 years older, and how I felt probably at 25 to 35 is different.
Yeah, but I get no stress. It causes me zero stress. Fucking light keeps
The
going
light's
on.
playing out. Yeah, okay,
No,
fair enough.
I'm just charged. It dies after a certain amount of time.
I hope that comment didn't come across like patronizing because I really don't mean that. Like
Which one?
the age thing, because it's not. I don't mean it in the sense like, oh, don't worry, bro, you'll get there. I'm literally making the statement. 25 to 35, your brain changes. You don't feel quite the same. You've still got the same general views and you still got the same general morals, but
Yeah.
certain things change. It does. Pretty much every person that I know is roughly my age says the same thing. And it's just like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm so interested to see what you, specifically you, are like in 10 years. Like, I'm really interested to see what, I don't know what, because like you in the time that I've known you, you've like transformed, you like metamorphosized into like various different like versions of you. I think it's really interesting. I don't know where your journey is going to take you. I don't know where it's going to go.
I mean, I think mine hasn't changed all that much. What's changed is the fact that I just needed to find something, and I was kind of holding on to something until I found something that I'm actually good at, if that makes sense. So like when I got injured and all that, I was just like, right, because I loved powerlifting, you know that. But when I got injured, I was like, that's not going to work. So I'm just going to have to do bodybuilding. And it was that. I'm just going to have to do it. I'm just going to have to do it instead.
It wasn't the first choice. It was like the backup.
No.
Yeah.
So then I was kind of like, oh, it's a bit like, you know, we know certain people that are like that. They haven't actually got the genetics for it and that, but they're almost like doing it because it's almost like, well, it's making me money. I'm earning a living off of it. What else am I going to do?
Yeah.
They're not that good at it themselves. And again, like for me, it's important. If I'm going to do like, and this is partly why with that coaching that I'm doing right now, I'm charging people a lot of money, but the thing is, I'm like, I know I'm fucking good at it. So I know I can charge you that much money. Whereas with bodybuilding, I never was like that because I never went up to those prices that some of those guys do. And I can now understand that. When I see these guys that are charging £300 a month for a month's coaching, I'm like, I see why you do this. Why you have the courage and the ability to even ask for that much money because you feel like you deserve it. Do you know what I mean?
I do know what you mean. I do. Well, again, I'm on the fence on that one. I can't seem to come up to my own conclusion. When you charge more, you attract a different level of client. You know,
100%.
if you're, yeah, and I get it. But I honestly, and I think we spoke about this before, I don't believe that I'm worth that money. Not because I've got low self-worth. I don't believe I'm fine. My self-worth is fine. I just don't think the actual service is worth it. I tell you what to eat. I don't believe that it's worth £300 a month.
I'm finding now that when you do start doing that, there will be people that you're going to catch on to, and those people are going to be fucking on it. Because again, like I've seen with some of those, I've got 3 people, and they're all day long on my case, and that's how it should be, because you're paying a good amount of money for what you're getting, and you should be, and I would be. You want to make your money's worth. You want to get what you're paying for, and it puts you in that position where you're like, you're working extra hard because you don't want to let that person down.
Yeah, I totally understand that, and that's why again I'm on the fence. I feel like I'm just like fucking saying that all the time at the moment, but it's because I do. I see both sides of the argument. I don't believe that the service itself is worth it. I wouldn't want, if I had a coach, I wouldn't pay it myself. So I'm just like, well, why am I going to charge that? That's how I honestly see it. But I don't know. But then again, you made a good point. If like they pay more, they're more invested. They're going to be more. It's going to be more concentrated. I don't know. But yeah, I'm pretty. If social media didn't exist, I mean, what I mean by that is, if I didn't see what other people earn and their numbers, I'd be so content with my life. My life really fulfills me. I've got a good level of clients. I've got a good level of money. I've got a good balance in general with work and life. I'm really happy. Only when I start thinking about external things do I start
See, I
thinking.
don't like that though. When
You
people
don't
say
like,
I'm really happy, it's like, no, that's not a good thing.
go
Like
on.
you always want to be like for me, I'm never like I'm always I wake up, I'll wake up and I'm like, fuck, I'm fucking broke. That's how I feel every fucking day.
Yeah, we definitely got a different mindset on that one. So I understand what you're getting at. It's like you're never satisfied. More, more, more. I get it. I understand. But I'm very much more of a person like appreciate what you do have. Like I've worked hard to build up to this point, and I'm
Yeah.
really really proud of that. Am I done? No. Am I am I the finished article? No. But I'm generally happy. I don't stress too much on my everyday life. I do what I want. Yeah, I don't know. Because don't mistake being happy for being uh content. I still want a bit more, but I am
Yeah.
happy. I am happy. I am. Oh, and the only time I'm not happy with the amount that I've got is when I start thinking about other people too much. So then it starts making me feel negative. If I don't do that, I feel very happy.
See, I think with your competitive mind, this is what I have with the things I do. I'm like, oh, so and so's made this video. I'm gonna make a video that fucking kills him. I'm gonna fucking smash his views. You know,
Sure.
I'm like that.
I think I'm like that to a degree, but I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. I am like that to a degree, but maybe not as well. I don't, fuck me. I'm like on the fence constantly, but yeah, I do want to beat people at stuff, even if it's lifts. Like they post a lift on a certain machine, I want to go beat that. In a
Yeah.
competition, I want to be in a competition. If they post a reel like about a certain subject, I want to make a better one. I get it. But also, I feel pretty content in my life. It's weird because I've just told you I'm not content. I want to earn more.
Maybe
I want to earn more, but I'm happy. That's the bottom line there.
would you look at doing something else though?
Hmm,
On like on the side as a side? Because again, like there's a thing about not putting all your eggs in one basket,
sure. Maybe, but again, it
which has
needs to
been
be.
my thing.
Yeah, it's got to be
Get
genuine for
involved
me.
in loads of different things.
It's got to be genuine for me. Like a friend of mine yesterday, who I was with yesterday, said about a certain idea, and I just was like, "No, it's not genuine." He was like, "Well, why don't you do this? You can earn this much money. You do that," and I was like, "No, it's not genuine. It doesn't feel right for me just to do something on a whim. I'm not like that."
What is it to do with coaching?
It was to do with clothing.
Right.
He said, you've got an audience, you've got a certain amount of eyes on you, certain amount of numbers. He goes, why don't you just make a brand and start selling it? And let's say you can spin around X numbers, and he started doing it in front of me. He goes, you can just get an extra grand, 2 grand a week. He goes, if you sell this amount of numbers, and I was like, it's just no.
That's easier said than done because
Agreed.
I'm doing clothing at the minute and looking at talking to so many different manufacturers. It's not as easy as people make. I mean, again, it's easy to say, "Oh yeah, this is how." No, ask anyone who makes clothing, and I've spoken to all the people that we know within the bodybuilding scene that make clothes, and I'm obviously in contact with, and I'm currently in production for some stuff, and because I was going to drop ship, but with drop shipping, it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it.
Yeah. Well, this is kind of where my head was at. No, number one, I didn't go for the idea anyway because I say it's not genuine.
Is
It
that
wasn't.
what it was? Drop shipping,
So is that like click and buy? So you don't even have to deal with like the
right?
distribution. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, well, let me just give you my perspective on what I learned.
Yep.
So you set up an account with a company called Printify. You put your t-shirts, they've got tons and tons of different models. You upload all your logos, all your designs, you create a design on Printify. Then you link that account to an account called Shopify, who then ship that for you. I go, Ryan, I want to buy your t-shirt. I go on your site. I buy it. It goes on to Printify. Printify print the t-shirt. It goes over to Shopify. Shopify posts it out to the person. When you make a t-shirt, in order to make it, and even pretty shit quality, actually, you're talking about 25 quid for like a kind of a basic t-shirt. Nothing that great about it, right? So that's just a blank t-shirt. Then you go and add all your stuff. So I think it worked out to like I said, I think it was about 25 quid to actually make the t-shirt. Nothing too special about it. Then you obviously maybe add like a fiver on top for you to make a fiver on top, right? That's your profit. And then you obviously the shipping, as you know, a lot of them, what do they charge you? A lot of these drop shipping, they charge you 8 quid for the shipping. So your t-shirt now becomes 40 quid. That's what it became, 40 quid.
Which is hard. It's a harder sell, isn't it? That's a harder sell for a brand that isn't established.
Unbranded, but basic t-shirt. Not just that. I wouldn't want to charge people 40 quid a t-shirt. I don't want to charge people 40 quid for a fucking t-shirt. No fucking way.
Why?
Like, I would feel bad charging you 40.
Okay. Okay. So then use that same logic for like pricing for coaching. Could you not say, well, if it's a quality product, then it's worth the money?
But it's not a quality product. That's what I'm trying to say. It's just printed on with a heat press. It's garbage.
Okay, why not go slightly higher end then and get a quality product?
Because then you're gonna end up having to pay way more. What are you going to charge?
Charge more then. So charge more.
60 quid for a t-shirt.
But if it was quality, would you then feel more comfortable doing it?
If I'm charging 60 quid for a fucking t-shirt, I'd rather go and buy a branded t-shirt than buy some. And again, they're not designed to be quality t-shirts. They're designed to be like meme t-shirts. Like, do you know what I mean? Like they're meant to be like sort of like funny t-shirts. You can wear them to the gym. You can wear it to the shop. 20 quid. Spend 20 quid on a t-shirt. That's what I want.
Yeah, I get that. I guess I'm just trying to like use the same logic about coaching, like charging more for a quality thing. But no, I get it. I definitely didn't go for the idea yesterday anyway. And it was like, and I think it was like, it's just an extra grand a month or something. He was like, if you move this amount of numbers, make this profit, grand a month or something like that, and you can just have it on the back burner. You barely have to do anything. And I was like, no, I just don't think it.
Like I said, it works out $5 a profit, a t-shirt, right?
It's not enough.
No. And you got to sell. So what? You got to sell 100 t-shirts. You know what I mean? It's like it's pointless.
100 t-shirts, which is quite a big sell. That'd be 500 quid a month or something like.
Fuck that shit. I wouldn't even lift a finger. And not just that, but let's say, because what happens is with that, t-shirts take about 2 weeks to process. Because again, first it goes to Printify, then it goes to Shopify, then it gets to the, so by the time the person gets it, especially a lot of my audience in America, they'll be waiting a month to get their t-shirt. So by that point, people are messaging you, where's my t-shirt? And you're like, oh, it's with them. You got to chase it back. You got to look at different numbers, this and that. Something gets lost or denied. You got to pay, like give them a refund. It's a fucking hassle. Fuck that.
Yeah, it's way not worth it. Well, not worth it. I don't think a lot of people realize this sort of stuff, what it takes to like the distribution and creation is no.
And then you look at someone like, you look at my website and you go, oh, fucking hell, he's ripping people off for these t-shirts. What a cunt.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, perception of the public perception as well. Yeah.
You don't see the actual, like what goes behind the price of the t-shirt. You just see the finished product.
Whenever I do every anniversary I create just like some branded stuff for myself. And I send it to clients and a few other people. I make zero money on it. Zero. Like every time I do it, I think, oh, maybe I can make a little. No. When I bought all the hoodies and t-shirts, it was nearly $2,000. And I was just like, oh. And I sold it all. And I think I maybe broke even, maybe. And I was just like, oh, shit. And it was a lot of work because I'm going to the post office. I'm packaging. I'm writing the address. I'm sending. It's a lot of work, mate. It's a lot of work. For nothing.
It's a lot of work. And again, there are ways because, like I said, I'm working with a company in Turkey who can do all that for me.
Yep.
They'll package it. They'll do it, on a much, much cheaper price. So then it's worth it. But, unless you're making 10, 15 quid per t-shirt, forget about it. What's the point?
No, definitely not.
You wouldn't bother.
Definitely not. But mate, anyway, I put a Q&A on earlier, and
shit, yeah.
It was the worst response ever, bro.
Really?
I got 2 questions. It was a bit like, I only put it on at I think like 1 o'clock or something. Like that.
Sometimes you do that and you get tons of questions, and then other times you just you think, what's going on?
Yeah, like yeah. So obviously on there are loads when I normally do it. Like literally just keeps going and going and going. But like this time I only got two. I put it up at 1 o'clock and then we started at like 2ish. So yeah, they're a bit shit today. There was something I wanted to talk to you about though, right? There's something that's quite funny, and he probably won't watch this far in, or maybe he will, but probably not. He's on prep, so I doubt he will. Tom Hemming.
Right.
So yesterday, this little thing happened with Tom Hemming, and it got me. It got me. Not even annoyed. I'm not annoyed, and I think Tom's great, but it was amusing to me, right? So there was a Strom thing yesterday.
I saw that.
Yep, and Tom was there, and he posed, and one of my clients was there, Peter Kane. So Peter Kane, I'm stitching them all up now, but yeah. So they were all watching Tom pose. There was a group of them. There was like a load of like whatever, and they said
saw that, yeah.
And they said, "Fucking hell, ain't no one going to beat that. Who the hell can beat that?"
Who said that?
People, and Peter Kane heard them. Tom then said to Peter, he said, "I will shake the hand of any man who can beat me on size, because I've never been beaten on size. I've only ever been beaten on condition."
Okay.
Now this is a debatable one. This is a debatable one, because was he beaten on size? Did you? I don't know. Like, are we?
Tom's a lot bigger now, though.
Okay, but he said that he's never been beaten on size. So in the past tense.
Oh, okay.
So past tense, he's never been beaten on size. So
Size is
obviously,
obviously
naturally,
relative.
this is going to trigger me a little bit. I was like, come on, bro.
Size is obviously relative, because are we talking about legs? Are we talking about backs? What are we talking about? You know what I mean? It's like,
Right. So I'm going to get the
Tom actually messaged me this morning off the back of my post back in the gym, because I'm getting back in the gym. And he said, like, if you want any help or anything like that, I can obviously like help you with like your thing, and like obviously so you got some accountability. I'm like, yeah, I'd be happy to do that.
So I'm going to get these up on the screen.
The pictures from the FitX.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was how long ago? That was like,
Yeah. So am I bigger than 2 years ago?
oh, I'd hope so.
I would hope so too. Yeah. The point being is, let's say relative, we're both a bit bigger now, right?
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. Now,
I don't know if that's working. Is that sharing?
no, I can't see it yet. Oh yeah.
Like, is that smaller? Like, I know you can go, "Why, your frame's bigger?" Well, yeah, that kind of matters. You know?
Yeah, you are bigger.
Yeah. So for him to say he's never been beaten on size, you know, and please understand, I'm not super triggered. It's not like I'm actually like really fucking annoyed. I'm not. But I just thought to myself, this is a strange mentality to have when you were beaten.
See, I'll tell you what. I think Tom's trying to play the kind of the game with, you know, the confidence game, which is good. I think it's good for him to do that, because he's never had that confidence before. He's getting a little bit more recognition. I think that's what it is, and I think that's a good thing. You know what I mean? I think it's good. Now let me just say this: do I think that you and him now on stage that he would beat you? No, I don't think so.
So that's me, Connor, and Tom.
Yeah.
To me, Tom looks the smallest there. Leg size, sure, but his legs are also the softest, so he's not in condition. But overall size, I can't see him. He's third. So again, this is not a fucking shit on Tom, because I think Tom's great, and do you know what? Tom has potential to go pro. Tom's great, blah blah blah. But I just felt that was a little bit disrespectful for him. For him to say that he didn't lose on size.
You say that to him?
I've not said it to him. I almost messaged him, but I didn't. I don't. I'm on here now, and he needs to know that this isn't a fucking fuck you, Tom. It's not that, and no doubt he will take it that way, because that's what everyone fucking does on social media. But it's not that. I just
you know, I think a lot of it is hearsay. Maybe the way he said it, it wasn't like fuck Ryan. He, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but okay, but he's saying something as a fact.
Yeah, but the thing is, people say shit though. It's like when you're like in the gym and you're fired up and you're posing and things like that. It's like, that's besides the fucking point. You know what I mean? People say that and you're meant to agree. You're like, yeah. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, bro. You're like, you're going to be You know what I mean?
Fair
It's
enough.
like,
Fair enough. Maybe he
it's
was
just
just
to talk
pumped up
shit.
and he was just like, you know.
Yeah, 100%. Tom's not like that anyway. You know what Tom's like.
Yeah, I know, Tom. We got on really, really well. So I think
I
that's
don't
what it
think
was.
Tom was like, yeah, fuck Ryan, actually, you know.
I think the funny thing was because we literally spoke 2 days ago. He replied to my story and his little back and forth. And then literally the next day, I was like, fucking hell. As I say, I'm probably making a mountain out of a molehill, but I thought it would be interesting to talk about anyway.
If you and Tom had like a back and forth, Tom, remember last year, Tom was like, oh yeah, you're never going to beat me again and things like that. You know, he said that plenty times. And if you were at the gym and you were stood there and he was, oh yeah, he would say, yeah, I'll beat you next year.
Yeah, I would fully expect that. Yeah,
But
of course. I would expect him to say he should back himself. Fucking right.
message Tom after, bring it up and ask him.
I
And he'll
wanted
just
to
say,
say
"Oh,
it
it
on
was
the
a joke."
podcast. I wanted to say it on the podcast because I thought it'd be interesting to do this.
Yeah.
And so that's fine. But yeah. Well, I'll message Tom as well.
Mate, 100%. It's just, and Tom has said that to you. It's that. So obviously that's what I'm saying to you, that you shouldn't be bothered about that because you're like, well, I won the overall until.
Listen, I get it, but I feel like to the client of the person who beat you already is likely going to get back to him. No?
Yeah.
And it's likely going to cause some reaction, maybe. No?
If it was me, I'd just be like, knowing what Tom's, if someone else had said it, someone that maybe like, right, let's say you and a guy that like you went really close. Let's say, who's the guy that you went to like the closest when it was like really difficult to kind of tell who wins?
Conor.
Fine. If Conor was there and Conor was like, yeah, but I'm bigger or you know, almost like, and again, like when you're out there, it's different to when you hear it from a third person because it's like the tone of the voice matters. A lot of different things
Right.
matter.
I'll agree.
If something is said, if he goes and he almost like jokingly says, yeah, but I've only ever been beaten on condition, not size, because condition is your strength. That's almost like, it's a bit of a joke, you know what I mean? It's not. Whereas if you go, if he says it in a different tone, that could be taken as, you know.
Yeah, maybe.
But equally, you got to look at Tom's viewpoint. He's obviously out there having all of his sponsors out there, all of that stuff. So maybe your client going out there, yeah, almost like being like going out, oh yeah, my coach can beat you. It's a bit like, well, you would expect Tom to kind of like defend himself a little bit because it's like, you're out there in front of your sponsors, in front of people that are watching you. You're the star of the fucking day, right? That everyone's looking at you. So for someone to come in and go, yeah, but so-and-so can beat you. It's like...
I don't think Pete said, oh, my coach has beaten you. Like, I think he said it to some other people, I think. Or I might even have that wrong. He certainly said that to me.
I don't know. I just don't think it's like knowing what Tom... If it was someone that was actually getting fights with people and it's almost like one of these people that does hold certain opinions, you know, because you do get certain people that might not get a result and they'll go on there and they'll go, oh, this, that, and the other. You get that so much. It's like, then I could sort of see an argument, but he's not trying to poach your client. He's not trying to, you know what I mean? So I don't know. I just think Tom's just Tom.
Yeah. I can say that. Fair enough. As I said, maybe I, to be honest with you, as I say, I wanted this interaction. I wanted to say it on the podcast, and I wanted to have an opinion on it. It doesn't actually matter, and I still really like Tom, so I need to say that. But I just thought it was kind of strange. I know.
I think it's nice to have some of that though. In fact, like
100%.
if like, and again, like I'm not, like I said, I'm kind of disconnected from that now, but I kind of actually happened to see because. Someone posted a story today about Nick Walker and that Tonio Burton having like a back and forth.
I haven't seen that.
So that Tonio, you know, he used to be a 212 bodybuilder.
Right.
And he said like, oh, last year I killed off a load of mass monsters that were on a hunting season or something like that. And Nick was like, yeah, but neither of them were me or something like, none of them were me or something like that. And then they had like a little back.
Well, that's good though, isn't it? It's like a bit exciting. Like,
yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
So, you know, bringing something that like that could be quite cool.
Yeah, definitely. Like, and I am. This is me all over. I want Tom to be like I want to beat Ryan, but then also expect my reaction. Like, as long as we're both okay with doing this, this is absolutely fine.
But hold on, when he says that to your face, right? He said that to you before in the past on like groups and in maybe when we did the podcast. I think we even when he did the podcast,
Maybe,
and you're like, I
yeah,
don't care. Because again, at the time, you're like, yeah, all right, we'll talk when you do it. You know what I mean? It's
sure,
like,
yeah,
right?
But go on, sorry, go on.
But when it comes from someone else, you almost like take it a bit more.
100%. I think when it comes from the person, it's different, isn't it? When you
Yeah.
hear something like secondhand information, you're like, hold on a minute,
Yeah.
yeah, because Tom's
Well, I can
saying,
see your point in that way.
I don't find it even slightly offensive. If Tom said to me, because bear in mind we're really cool with each other,
Yeah.
if he looked me in the eye and said, I'm going to fucking smash you next time, I'd be like, sweet, let's go. I'm ready.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it's fun. That shit's fun to me. So it's not that I'm taking offense. I guess it was because it was secondhand information. Yeah, that's a really
And
good
I think
point.
to have people that like, if no one was speaking about you or having you in the conversation, then that means you're probably not that good. Well, if people are like, yeah, I want to beat so and so,
Sure, definitely.
like it's on that list.
Yeah, for me, like I always say it to Craig. Like, I'm so close to Craig. Me and Craig, we get on so well. He lives like 10 minutes down the road, but I really want to beat him. Like, but it's all in good faith. It's all in good faith. You know, we both won the same title 1 year after each other. We both won. We've both been competing the same amount of time. We're both the same size, height and weight. We're very, very similar. It's like, yeah, I'm going to beat you, and I would expect him to say it back.
So that's this year then.
100%. Craig is number one on the hit list.
So that's the universe, is it?
Actually, no. We're going to go later on in the year.
Oh yeah, because you're not starting until.
Yeah. Well, I'm actually going to start a mini diet, but that's only because there's a few fucking reasons, mate. I keep picking up niggles. Honestly, I keep being injured. I'm like, fucked.
I think we had a chat about this.
Have we spoken about it already?
No, but I said to you, all right, there's no chance you're gonna, because you're like, yeah, I'm gonna get into an off season now. I'm gonna do it for like 17 months. I'm like, you ain't gonna last.
Oh, I've never said that. No fucking way.
No. But so you said, oh, I need like a 6 month off season, and I'm like, you're gonna diet within a month because you're gonna want to diet.
No, here we go. So October the 15th is when I started this off season.
Yeah.
November the 15th, December the 15th, January 15th, February 15th. I've already done 4 months. I'm going to do a 6-week mini diet, whatever you want to call it. Then I'm going to do another fucking, like, it actually works out at 8 weeks. So another 2 months. So I'm going to go down and then go back up again, then into prep.
What are you weighing now? You're like well in the 300s, right?
Yeah, 300.
So you're going to get down to what? 275?
Yeah. Just refresh my appetite, feel good, feel fresh, then go again. And go up again, probably to like 290 or something like that, and then prep.
Mm-hmm.
Because honestly, like being in this phase, I personally find it harder, and I feel like I start getting like worse sleep. I feel sluggish. Appetite's fucked. Niggles.
Yeah.
So no, it actually will work out by the end of it. So actually, if we work out after my last show, I did 3 months. Then I had gyno surgery. Then I did 1 more month, and then I'm going to do another 6 months. So it's going to work out at 10 months off season in total since last show. 10 months
That's good for you.
So I should be a lot better, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah. The way it's going to work out should be pretty good.
How many shows have you got planned?
Right now, 1 definite. Obviously, the PCA British Final Pro Stage.
So what's that in October?
Yes, like mid-October.
You're gonna do 1 show, really?
No, all I'm saying is that's what's planned.
Oh, okay.
Like for sure, I'm doing that.
Right, okay.
I'll pick another couple as well.
Uh-huh. I reckon you should do a couple of 2 bro shows as well.
Yeah, 2 bros. 2 bros will be what I do as well. Qualifier. I've never actually done a pro qualifier, so
What?
2 bros. I've never done a pro
That was
qualifier.
a pro qualifier. Oh no, that was just a qualifying one, wasn't it?
Yeah. So that was just like I was actually 3 weeks out on that show. I wasn't even like that wasn't even supposed to be the proper show.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Thing is, you were ready a week out, 2 weeks out.
Fucking hell. So yeah, that was just a fucking shit show. So yeah, mate. So the way that it works out, honestly,
Are you going to
I-
go with Nate?
One sec. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's literally 6 weeks mini diet, 8-week shoot up again, then into prep, which is 12 weeks out.
Hmm.
So
That's
the way,
reasonable.
yeah, see, that's
But
easy.
if you start at 300, you don't have 12 weeks to come down to like 260.
Yeah. I think probably 260 would be my depleted weight, probably give or take, and then go up to maybe 265 or something like that. I don't know. We'll wait and see. But anyway,
I mean, but then, yeah, maybe 10 pounds. Yeah.
I was 255 on the universe stage, so
Yeah.
that was 2 years ago. So
Are you going to work with Nate Styles or
yeah,
you...
so I don't think so. I think like he's so new agey. Do you know what I mean? He's like very new
Yeah.
agey. It's just not me. Again, like I have to be true to myself, and that isn't who I am. You know, like all the terminology I just can't get on board with, like D volume. I'm like, oh,
Yeah. No, and again, like back when we first had that chat, when you said about him, I'm like, look, he's a great coach. He's produced results.
yes.
However, I can't see him being your coach.
No. I just don't think he's the right fit. So yeah,
So who then?
I don't know. I just don't know. My front runner is probably Kelvin Hind. Because he's so old school, we have so many similar views. I've trained with him quite a lot.
How many people has he prepped? And Kelvin, we've had him on the podcast. I really like Kelvin, but my question is, how many big bodybuilders has he prepped? Yes, he's done lots of shows himself, but just because you can prep yourself doesn't mean you can prep other people, especially 300-pound bodybuilders.
Sure, but yeah, you're right. I don't know how many big guys he's done, but just knowing the way his brain works is very. We have so many similar views. And
that's fine, but similar views means that you almost don't want someone who thinks exactly like you, because then
I get that. Similar views.
Yeah.
My problem is I make mistakes near the end.
Yeah.
That's my problem. I don't really need, like, getting me to 4 weeks out is so fucking easy. Like my body is so easy to get lean.
But
so
if you get a client who comes up to you and he goes, Ryan, I'm 4 weeks out, you're like, well, I can't take you on from here. So you almost need to start after the mini cut. You probably need to start with a coach.
Probably, yeah.
So you need to start looking now.
Oh, I wish that Nath wasn't so fucking like, yeah, he just, I don't know. I can't get on board with it.
I think that's the whole JP thing.
Yeah.
He's obviously picked up lots of different things from, and obviously hang around with Kuba probably.
Right, and people lap that up. People lap it up. That's what people like. And it's funny, it's ironic because it's the exact thing I don't like. I don't like trying to over science this shit. Just fucking hell, like it doesn't need the amount of supplements that like Nath was saying to take and stuff. It's just a lot. It's a lot. There's literally like fucking 40 supplements or some shit, and you're like, I don't know if I can get on board with that, mate. It's just it's not why I bodybuild. It's not.
I'm the same way.
It's not why I bodybuild. It's not. So
and who else then?
Bro, I don't know. Cuba?
Yes.
Imagine after all that. No, I don't know. I don't know. I'd quite like your input. Who would you? I know you're a little bit out of it now, but
I'm trying to think because old school people say, I'll tell you what, people like Sass, right? He does get his clients in shape. However, I also know clients of his that aren't in shape, aren't in shape, but they don't look like some of his other clients, if that makes sense.
Sure.
So they don't compete, but they're clients that are like, who are doing like bulks and things like that, and they get really fat, and then because he feeds you in that way, I can't see you being able to eat like that, and I can't see you the way he does it. It's just like I can't speak for a definite that he preps everyone the same way, but the people that I've spoken to have all said that he kind of, and I've seen he kind of drops you right in, and I think that would be the worst thing for you. You know, to go from really high food to like no food and lots of cardio. I think you would.
Yeah, I mean, being so tall, it sort of like would waste me away, probably, wouldn't it?
But again, he's probably evolved as a coach. Like, I don't want to make that sound like a negative thing for him, because again, I don't know him. I think he's meant to be one of the nicest guys, and like I said, he does get his clients in shape. But from what I've heard, he's very much like, you know, the old school where soon as you start your diet, boom, let's drop your calories quite low and let's hammer cardio in. And again, the people that have the genetics to be able to endure that, they obviously get ahead. But the people that can't, like for example, for you, you need the food.
I don't know if I do. I don't know if I do. I can, if I diet on low food, I never stall. I just keep losing fat. Like
What from the start though? You start your food on 6,000 calories and you drop it to 4,000 straight away, and it's like I think Sass is probably really fucking good at putting on size because he's put on a lot of size on a lot of people.
Mm.
I don't know if prep would be suitable for someone like you. Old school. Who else?
I don't know the answer, man. I want
Hilly?
someone who
Hilly?
maybe. I guess I'd need to get to know. I don't know what he's like. I don't know. I don't really know much about him at all. So I don't know.
I like him. He's
Yeah.
prepping Dan at the minute. Dan's looking good.
I don't follow him, so I don't know what he's looking like. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What about Dex looking good, isn't he?
Yeah, Dex looking good.
He looks so good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because again, he doesn't follow any of that science shit. He just do it just because it works, you know?
Yeah. I like that. I don't know the answer, man. I guess it's gonna have to be an open-ended question, and
Because
hopefully,
maybe make a list for next time when we
yeah. Okay. Yeah, we can
when
go
we
for
go
it.
on and we can see. That'd
What's
be
that?
good.
What's that? Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll go for it, mate. Well, we're call time on this one, mate, because I need to start eating again.
Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah.
All right, mate.
Yeah.
Nice one. It's been a pleasure.
Catch you next week.
See you next time, buddy.